Hello, and welcome to my quick tutorial on how to make a cup of coffee with the AeroPress. The AeroPress is a great coffee machine. It's a reverse French press that you put coffee grounds in this press, fill it with hot water, and then press the coffee through the grounds. Now I heated up water earlier and I already ground up my beans because I didn't want to make a lot of noise during this video. When I make coffee, I always use freshly roasted beans that I make myself at home with a whirly pop. I'll make another video on how to make these beans and where you can buy the green beans so you can roast GMO, fair trade, pesticide free, great beans. Okay, so you first need to have good beans, and then you need to grind them. I don't have any special way of grinding. I don't have a mill. I have this normal grinder. So that's going to be interesting. So once you have the plunger out of your AeroPress, you take a coffee filter that comes with the AeroPress and you put it inside the lid. You place the AeroPress on top of the lid and you lock it down. Now you just place it on top of your cup. This is the way I make it. You can make it a reverse way where you flip it upside down and you put the plunger on the bottom and then you fill up water and coffee up to here, which doesn't allow water to filter naturally through. I don't like doing that. I'll show you the way I make it. So I put my AeroPress on top of my cup. I use the filter that comes with it. I mean the funnel. And then I take my coffee and put it in. Normally I tap it, but one-handed, this is tough. Okay. So all the coffee's out of there. So with a little tap and a little shake, this becomes flat in here. So now we take the boiled water from the kettle. I let this sit a couple minutes. You don't have to wait that long. But as long as it's not boiling, it's not going to burn the coffee beans. And I usually put it up to about 4. And once I put it to 4, I use this stir, and I stir it really quick just to get it all mixed up. It also brings down the temperature a little bit. I tap it, set it aside, and then I wait for the coffee to drain down to about 3. Depending on how much you grind this, depends on how fast it will drain through, or if you use more bean. So while this is draining through, I make this in a certain way. Other people do the upside down method. Some people wait 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I drink my coffee black, so I am not a stickler when it comes to making it as dark as humanly possible or as rich. Okay, so now it's down to about the 3. I let it go all the way up. Then I set the hot water aside. I usually take the stir stick and just kind of tap this in. But right now, it's brewing. Okay. Now, we just wait. Naturally, it's filtering down and going into your cup. I usually wait until it's a little bit lower. Then I put the plunger in, push down, and then let it sit. This is where I will let it sit for about a minute and a half. Usually to this point, I've already let it filter down. I've usually waited long enough. So at this point, waiting a full 3 minutes or 4 minutes is ridiculous. just because I don't need it that rich. So when you're done waiting for your coffee to steep, what you do, and I may be doing this way too early, hopefully I don't make watered down coffee for this tutorial. What you do is you slowly press on the plunger, and this plunges it down into the cup. Notice the pocket of air is pushing the coffee down, and the inside of the AeroPress is getting clean from this plunger going down. Now if you push harder, you'll get more sediment in your coffee because it's pushing that coffee through the paper filter. But if you're careful, then your coffee will be pretty clean. You'll hear a hiss when it's at the very bottom, and you know you're done. All right. Some people don't push as long or as hard because they think it makes their coffee bitter. If I had both hands, I would take, well, I can do it with one. Okay. There we go. So to clean, you take the lid off, set it aside, then you get a trash can, and all you do is plunger this right into the trash can. The bean and the coffee filter go right in, and then you just wipe this off, and that's it. That's how you clean the AeroPress. This makes a very clean, rich cup of coffee. Very nice. Please watch my next video on how to roast your beans at home. Save money, have better beans, have more variety. It's just like brewing your own beer, except with coffee, it only takes you about as much time as it takes to make popcorn on the stove. And when you're done, the results are amazing. Anyways, happy home brewing.